What are the biggest misconceptions about Fidel Castro? What are the biggest misconceptions about Fidel Castro? Many people have strong opinions about him, but not all of them are based on facts. Let's clear up some of these misunderstandings. First, there is a common belief that Fidel Castro was a secret communist before the Cuban Revolution. In reality, while he did adopt communist principles later, his initial goal was to overthrow the Batista regime. His early movement focused on establishing a socialist state without fully aligning with the Cuban Communist Party at first. Another misconception is that Castro betrayed the non-communist ideals of the revolution. Critics often say he turned his back on these principles by implementing a communist system. However, supporters argue that his actions were necessary for achieving social and economic justice. Castro himself claimed his initial denials of communism were strategic, meant to avoid alienating potential allies. People frequently criticize Castro's regime for its authoritarian nature, including censorship and suppression of dissent. While these criticisms are valid, it is also important to note that his policies expanded health care and education significantly. Many Cubans saw improvements in their living standards during his rule. This contrast highlights the tension between social progress and political freedoms in communist systems. Another misconception revolves around Cuba's economic dependence on the Soviet Union and later Venezuela. Some view this reliance as a failure of Castro's policies. However, his supporters argue that this dependence was a necessary response to the United States embargo and other external pressures. Castro's influence also extended beyond Cuba. He supported anti-imperialist movements and Marxist governments worldwide. This global engagement was a key aspect of his communist ideology, aiming to challenge Western dominance and promote socialist solidarity. In the context of communist Cuba, Castro's legacy is complex. While his regime faced criticism for its authoritarian aspects, it also achieved significant social and economic advancements. Understanding these nuances is essential for evaluating the impact of communist ideologies on national and international levels.